Okay, calling the meeting to order for the St. John Waterworks District meeting of Wednesday, February 19th, 2025. And we'll start out with the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Roll call, please.
Nick Furtek.
Present.
John Schaefer.
Present.
Greg Wigorski.
Here.
Patty Spearcheck.
Here.
Kim Kroll.
Here.
Dave from Robinson Engineering.
Here.
And Mike, I was just saying it, Dave, but
Here.
and Mike Baldwin from the Water Department.
Next item on the agenda is approval of minutes. I'd like to do one motion to approve the December 18th, 2024 Joint Waterworks and Sanitary Study Session, the January 15th, 2025 regular meeting minutes, and the January 22nd, 2025 special meeting minutes. Looking for motion to approve all three.
So moved.
Motion made. Looking for a second.
Second that.
Under the question, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carried. New business. Consider approval of the professional services agreement with Adam McCline Consulting to serve as a secondary engineer for the Board of Waterworks for the year of 2025. Looking for a motion to approve.
I just have one question.
Sure.
Maybe this is more for Billy. Do we have that much work that we need a second engineer?
So there is certain projects that we are relying on Adam on, that he's already taken on.
Okay.
But to answer you, yes, there is enough work for
Okay.
another engineer.
Okay.
Thank you.
Once again, I'll open it up for a motion to approve the professional services agreement with Adam McAlpine Consulting.
So moved.
Motion made. Looking for a second.
I'll second that.
Motion made and seconded. Under the question?
So we're approving the revised version?
Correct.
Okay.
Any other questions? All those in favor say aye.
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 All opposed? Motion carried. Payment of bills. Item A, accounts payable voucher dated February 19th, 2025, representing payment for payroll, supplies, services, and equipment rendered to the Water District in the combined total of $24,047. Looking for motion to approve.
A motion to approve.
Second.
Under the question? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carried. Accounts payable voucher dated February 19th, 2025, representing payment for payroll, supplies, services, and equipment rendered to the water utility in a combined total of $955,353.22. Looking for a motion.
So moved.
Second?
I will second.
Under the question? All those in favor say aye.
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 All opposed? Motion carried. Item C, consider approval of one request to purchase for Tri Creek Underground in the amount of $140,000. This was for work on,
Mike, was that Larimer Woodland, or was that the second part? Okay.
yeah, from 94th Court on Woodland, correct? Oh, on 94th.
Was this an emergency repair, or what was this? Is this something that we voted on previously, a project?
So originally it was go ahead, Mike.
The original scope of work was Larimer and Woodland, and then once we got
around the corner and onto 94th Court, we realized that this main's in pretty bad shape too. And it didn't make any sense to leave that last little chunk of old water main up to Belmont there. That just completed the loop of new water main. And it was in bad shape, a few leaks here and there when they were just trying to connect onto it.
Okay.
All right. Any other questions?
Bill, maybe just a general question. When we had the study session, John had asked about, like, to make sure we had the money, like, not for this one, but for future jobs. And she said that they would be like a stamp in the corner.
Shouldn't be at the bottom there,
I mean,
but I think that through the department head, as the department head, my signature.
yeah, remember, she said that there'd be like a red stamp here, so we always knew we do have the money for the job.
So I can assure you that the funds are there, and then
Yeah.
I will check in about the red stamp being on there moving
Okay,
forward.
I was just saying, yeah, 'cause she said, wow, I never missed that, so we're
Yeah.
just making sure, so. Okay,
See,
no
you
problem.
never miss it.
It's just a general
No, I got
question.
it. I'm Greg as a joke.
Yeah.
Anything else under the question? Looking for a motion to approve.
So moved.
Second?
I'll second that.
Motion made and second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carried. Reports and correspondence, Robinson Engineering, project updates.
Thank you, Mr. President. Wells 8 and 9 are out to bid with a bid opening currently scheduled for March 7th. So the base bid consists of well 8 and the connection to the Gates plant and the piping inside the plant to accept the new water. The alternate bid is for well 9 to start immediately after well 8 is put online. So it'll come back before you to decide if you want to move forward with the alternate or just stick with 8 for now. We're targeting about 1.6 million per well, about 200,000 for the work into the plant and inside the plant. And I also put a 100,000 contingency in there because the water main from the plants from the wells to the plant is in place, but I don't think it's ever had water in it. So it hasn't been tested because there's no way to put water in it without the wells. So I wanted to put a contingency in there so you're covered in case, there's leaks or problems when that gets put into service. So that gives you about a total of 3.5 million to look at for the entire project if you were to go forward with the alternate bid.
Dave, just so that extra 200,000 for work in the plant, what is that going to be? Do you know?
So right now, the raw water main stops in the parkway of Park Place. So we have to put the pipe across the side yard into the plant, core a new hole in the wall, and put the T's in the 90s to put the pipe from 8 and 9 into the pipes that are already in the plant for, what is that, 4 that's in the plant? Yeah, 6 and 7. So it just coordinates everything together so the new water can go to the filters and the treatment.
Okay. Will that be done as part of the contractor, under the general contractor?
Yes, that's included in the base bid, which is 8.
Okay. All right.
Then after that, we're going to get back on the altitude valve at Kilkenny. The board had previously asked for pictures and drawings of the proposed building. So I have this for you to take with you to look at. There is an option to either have it come pre-finished with like an aggregate side. You'll see that in the pictures. Those are estimated to be about 155,000. The other option is to get it blank with a brick ledge. Those are about 10,000 cheaper, about 145. But then the general contractor has to have a sub to do the brickwork on the ledge. So that picture is here, and the picture that Flow Technics sent me is actually one of St. John's other buildings from 2017. So it's actually one that you already have. So I'll hand these to you, and you can take a look and give me feedback.
All right. Anything else, Dave?
That's it for me.
All right. Mike, anything from Public Works?
Nothing at this time.
I do have one question. And I spoke to Mike briefly before the meeting, and you'd have to be a blind man watching the news and didn't see the mess up in Skokie. Obviously, they have a 36-inch main and they have a completely different water source. I asked Mike, how big is our biggest main, and,
12-inch.
okay.
12-inch here. No.
So the foreseeable future, nothing like that could happen here because you can shut it off?
Yeah.
Okay, because I've had a couple people ask me, it's like, can that happen here? I said, I hope not.
I mean, anything could happen. I mean, the water main could catastrophically fail.
Right,
And, you know, it take however long it takes us to get here to shut it down, but
okay,
no, I don't think so.
okay, good.
That-
Thank you.
That's a big water main.
Yeah, 36-inch, yeah. Uh-huh.
I feel for those guys.
Thank you.
Any report from the town manager?
No reports at this time, Mr. President.
All right, anything from the board members?
I just have one other thing. If we can strongly encourage the public to use that app that Beth has advertised on her monthly, first of the month newsletter, the water app, I think it would really be good for the residents, especially with the summer months coming up, for them to keep an eye on how much water they use and everything. It's a free app, user-friendly. If we can strongly encourage the residents to use it, it's there for their benefit. So,
Is there, I don't know if we have the capability or not, is there anything that could be put on the water bill?
I think there's room there to put something on there, a message on there.
About where people could sign up for the app?
Yeah.
One other question. Beth sent the email about the delinquent account things. Is that going through town council first, or do we have to make an adjustment?
I think it'll go through you guys first. You guys first, and then the town council.
Okay.
All right, anything else from the board?
Yeah, it is.
Public comment? I don't think we have any. All right, I'm looking for a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Motion made, second.
I'll second that.
Motion made and second to adjourn the St. John Waterworks District meeting of Wednesday, February 19th, 2025. Thank you. All those in favor say aye.
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 All